Hello, my name is Charlotte Murphy and I'm a Senior Consultant and Teacher Trainer for Oxford University Press. This session is going to show you how you can teach listening using classroom presentation tools. In order to access classroom presentation tools, you will need an account on Oxford Learners Bookshelf. Registration is free, you just need to go to oxfordlearnersbookshelf.com. I'm now going to share with you my Oxford Learners Bookshelf. And the lesson that we're going to be teaching today is from Headway Upper Intermediate. This is the 5th edition of Headway. I'm just going to move my toolbar to the side of the screen and I'm going to use my menu button to scroll down to Unit 2. And then I'm going to use the arrow button to flick to the next page. And at the bottom of this page, we've got our listening task. So I'm just going to use this button here to zoom in and scroll down. I'm going to show you the different tools that are available for the listening tasks. So to start with, if I click on my audio icon, 2.1, it will bring up my listening. I'm just going to turn up the volume and turn up the volume on my laptop as well. And one tip here is if you are teaching using earphones, you will need to unplug your earphones, and this way your students will be able to hear the audio that's coming out of your laptop. Otherwise, they won't be able to hear anything. We're going to start off by having a look at fast, normal, and slow. So fast will speed up the audio if we want to maybe provide an extra element of a challenge to our students. We want to maybe push them a little bit more. If we select slow, we're going to slow down the audio. So maybe we're going to provide a little bit more support for students who are struggling to hear the listening. And by clicking normal, we resume to the normal pace of the audio. Let's have a listen.
Two women sailors. Jean Barret, French circumnavigator, 1740 to 1807.
Jeanne Barret was the first woman to circumnavigate the globe, but she had to do it as a man. She was born in France in 1740 to a peasant family. She loved plants and became a self-taught expert on them.
The other function we can use is this A-B loop. So an A-B loop allows us to take a section of the audio and loop it. This is a really great tool if you find that your students are really struggling with a particular part of the listening and you don't want to have to continuously play the whole listening for them. You can just select the section that they're struggling with. It's also really good if you want to maybe do an extension activity of pronunciation practice or just speaking practice, getting them to repeat and drill the section of the listening that you've looped. So I'm going to show you how we can use this tool. But first, I'm going to click on this icon here and I'm going to bring up the tape script. And I'm now going to scroll through the tape script and I'm going to choose the section of the listening that I want to loop. I'm just going to scroll down. You'll notice that there's a yellow highlighter over some of the text. So this is our karaoke text. So whenever you hear these words or this section of the audio, this will be highlighted in yellow. And I'm going to click here. This is the section that I want to loop. So I'm going to start off by clicking my A-B loop button. And you'll notice that it's dropped a little arrow on my bar here. I'm now going to press play, and then I'm going to stop when I get to the end of the section that I want to loop.
Commerson wanted to take Barret, but women weren't allowed in the Navy.
Okay, so I've stopped it there, and I'm going to click my A-B loop button for a second time. You'll now notice that there's an additional arrow that's dropped down onto my bar. So now if I press play, I should have a loop.
Commerson wanted to take Barret, but women weren't allowed in the Navy. Commerson wanted to take Barret, but women weren't allowed in the Navy.
Okay, so if I wanted my students to maybe practice saying that sentence, we can use this record button here. This is a really great tool to get some extra engagement and interaction from your students. You could maybe get students to unmute their microphones one at a time and have a practice saying the sentence. So we could listen to it.
Commerson wanted to take Barret, but women weren't allowed in the Navy.
And then record. Commerson wanted to take Barré, but women weren't allowed in the Navy. Let's listen to them. Commerson wanted to take Barré, but women weren't allowed in the Navy. Okay, so if I want to cancel this loop, I now click on my A-B button for a third time. And now if I press play, it should continue through the audio.
So, Barré, dressed as a man, called herself Jean.
Okay. If we wanted to skip back a small section of the audio, we can use this button here, and this will take us back by 5 seconds.
So, Barré, dressed as a man.
This is a really great way of being able to move just a fraction back in the recording without using your mouse and having to fiddle around with this bar. Okay. So, other ways that we can practice our listening using our Oxford Learners bookshelf is by making use of all the ebooks that are available. All of our ebooks come with audio embedded. There's a really good choice for the learners. We have lots of different genres. We have fiction and we have non-fiction. We also have offline access. So if your students don't have very good internet connections, or even if you as a teacher don't have the best internet connection, you can download Oxford Learners Bookshelf desktop app onto your computer or onto your tablet or device. And you can access your ebooks and your class and presentation tools offline, and they will still have the audio embedded in them. So this is a really great way to get your students practicing their listening skills further. Extra support can also be found at Oxford University Press's Learn at Home website.